2000 report. If you're a health professional, you may know this, but the federal government, Libby, says, hey, people are gaining weight. We need to set a nationwide goal to get fewer people gaining weight. It makes sense. On paper, it does make sense. And so that happened in the late 1800s, late 1980s. And as a result of that, the fitness industry said, great, let's create programs and equipment that will help Tom burn fat. Again, sounds great on paper. Now this has been studied head to head. We put someone on a fat burning exercise program. We put someone on a program that's not burning fat at all. It's burning sugar, quote unquote, carbohydrates, glycogen. And we've never found that burning fat matters. Every single study, dozens upon dozens of studies spanning decades, has shown that if Minaj just goes out and exercises hard and burns calories, as long as he burns the same calories as Tom, and Tom's in the fat burning zone, burns the same calories, weight change is identical. So we've never found that burning fat matters when it comes to losing weight. Yet, if you look on the ellipticals and the treadmills, it's got a fat burning program on it. There's no evidence to support the notion that you have to burn fat when you exercise to lose weight. In fact, there's no health agency that recommends this. If you look at the American Council on Exercise, they don't tell you to burn fat. The American College of Sports Medicine, the world's largest group of exercise scientists, they don't tell you to burn fat. The public health agencies, Department of Health and Human Services, American Cancer Society, National Institutes of Health, nobody says burn fat other than the fitness industry, because we have something to make. I can sell Tom a program, a device, a piece of exercise equipment, a book that's going to lull him in, of course, because he's trying to lose fat. So this is a completely non-evidence-based approach to weight management. In fact, back in the 1990s, I was at a conference, and at the time, a guy by the name of Cedric Bryant, he was then the head of research and development at Stairmaster. You guys remember the Stairmasters? We used to have a Stairmaster here. They're still out there. Dr. Cedric Bryant was presenting about the myths of exercise, and he talked about this. He said, guys, look, the science is not there. There's no evidence to back this up. Don't tell your clients that they got to burn and exercise in the fat burning zone. And some smart individual, it wasn't me, raised his hand and said, well then, Dr. Bryant, why do you have fat burning programs on your exercise equipment, your Stairmasters? Well, he was brutally honest. He said, look, when research and development is over here, and marketing and sales is over there, and these guys don't talk to one another, you end up with fat burning programs and exercise equipment. This continues to this day. We get people asking, should I be in the fat burning zone when I'm on the treadmill? And so there really is no scientific evidence to support this. And so our to-do, our action step, the take-home message here, if you look at the evidence on people who've lost weight and are keeping it off over time, there are some numbers that show up consistency. And those of you who know us, you've heard this before. 2,000 or more calories per week shows up over and over and over again. In fact, the largest database of successful weight loss maintainers in the world comes from a study out of the University of Colorado Health Science Center. It's called the National Weight Control Registry. If you look at these people, they're the most successful people on the planet at keeping off weight. This has been going over for 20 years. They're all burning over 2,000 calories per week of physical activity. So the goal is to burn 2,000. It's just under 300 calories a day if you're going to go out and do something. This is planned activity. This isn't just normal sit, stand, move around, which is okay, but this is planned activity. Engage in bits and pieces of activity. If you don't have to worry about your heart rate, Lori, you don't have to get in the fat burning zone. You could go take a 4-minute walk, count that towards your total of building minutes to get to that 2,000 calories a week, so about 300 a day. And you can also mix up your intensity. How many of you don't want to do super intense exercise every time you walk out the door? I know I don't. Sometimes I just want to go have a nice, comfortable, brisk walk outdoors and burn some calories and get the health benefits. So you don't always have to crush yourself into submission, Dana. You can go out and do moderate intensity activity, and it can contribute towards that 2,000. But go for 2,000 bits and pieces at different levels of intensity so that you're engaged in the behavior, Mary. You do not have to be a professional athlete to have this count. So, yeah, Dan.
Richard, what's the best way to know how many calories you burn?
Yeah, we have a really simple chart that we use with our clients, and I can send that to you. Very easy to use. In 3 minutes, you'll know what you need to know. But of course, there are biosensors and things you can get today that give you some feedback. Those are tools too, Dana, so you can use those. We tell people you can use the equipment data if it factors in your body weight. So, but we're trying to get in the ballpark. We're not doing research, just in the ballpark. But I can walk you through our calorie guide as well for physical activity. Super easy to use, so, okay? So do not worry about the fat burning zone, burn calories, and by the way, here's the footnote. When you're in the fat burning zone, Lori, you're burning fewer calories per minute. So if you really want to be there, it's going to take you longer to get to that 2,000 calories than if you just ratchet up your intensity, work a little harder if you can or want to, and get there sooner. So there's no one exact perfect path, but mix it up, do what is doable, and stay with that behavior over time. So 2,000 is our goal, not the fat burning zone. I've never tracked my heart, and I probably never will. So